I'm supposed to look at the camera?
No, look at me.
Okay.
Okay, before.
I'm Dr. Alan Schwartz. We're interviewing patients today at our clinic in Agora. These are patients who have decided to start the Kachatrian protocol. The protocol consists of bioactivated water, either positively or negatively charged, that's given in a variety of ways, intravenously, orally, and through enemas, to improve general health. Dr. Kachatrian also believes that normalizing the intestinal function by normalizing the type of bacteria that live in our intestine is essential to good health, and by doing so seems to reverse most adverse health conditions from cancer to chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia. We're interviewing one of our patients today, and we'll be asking her questions regarding her condition and how she's been doing on this protocol.
That's my heart pumping. That's my heart pumping. Getting nervous.
Okay, can you state your name and, if you wish, your age?
I'm Amelia Soriano, and I'm 60 years old.
And if you would state in a few simple sentences what medical conditions concern you and which ones you hope to have benefited by the Kachatrian protocol.
In September, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I'm hoping that with Dr. Kachatrian, Dr. K we call him.
Yes.
With Dr. K's method that I will get rid of my cancer, I will all be cured, and like he said, the good bacteria will eat the bad bacteria. So I'm hoping for that.
The date that you mentioned was approximately 6 months ago.
Yes.
Which breast did you have the breast cancer in?
It's the right.
And do you know the type of breast cancer you had?
No.
Did they say it was ductal or in situ?
No, I didn't get that far with my oncologist because I got scared.
What types of therapies were suggested and which ones were used for you?
The regular doctor suggested I have a lumpectomy, or it could be a mastectomy depending on the size of the lump or the mass. You see, it's an upper, they said it's at 2 o'clock and it's near the nipple, so according to him, it will be better if I have, cosmetically, it will be better if I have a mastectomy.
A mastectomy.
Yes.
And did you choose to have a lumpectomy or mastectomy?
No, I did not. I didn't do either one.
How about radiation or chemotherapy?
No, I didn't do that either.
Okay, so had you started any alternative program prior to coming here?
Yes, we went down to Mexico sometime in October and had the 21-day treatment, which they give you an IV with the B17 and vitamin C and all this different kind of vitamin, and they make you drink fruit juices and veggie juices.
And did you notice any change in the cancer one way or the other after using that treatment?
At first I thought it was getting smaller. It felt like it was getting smaller, but then when they did my reading after, when I first started, they did a blood test, and
did you have a cancer marker that they were following?
Yes.
And was that the CA15-3 or the 2729?
Yes, the
15?
CA15-3.
Do you remember what the figure was?
The first time they did it, before the treatment, it was 39. Okay. And after a month or 21 days of treatment, it went up to like 49.
So it went up instead of down?
Down. And I was asking the doctor how come it went up, and I really didn't get the full explanation of that. And he said you should try after another month. So in November, I went down again for 3 days. And they took another blood test after the 3 day. And when I got the lab result, it was like 59. So it was going up.
Okay, so the trend wasn't good.
Right.
Prior to coming here, and this is the month of March 2008, did you have another reading at all since that last one in Mexico?
No.
You did not. Okay. And when you felt the breast mass with your hand, how did it feel initially? Hard, soft?
It felt harder and kind of bigger.
Okay.
So I went to another alternative doctor, which prescribed more vitamins, the MVA, I think.
MVA?
No, is it MVA? The one, the liquid that you know about?
Poly-MVA.
Poly-MVA, okay.
Gotcha, okay.
Poly-MVA.
Yes.
And I suggested to the doctor that I should do another blood test, but he said to wait a couple of months before, so we'll see if the treatment will kick in. And he kind of explained the reason why maybe the reading went up because the cells are being destroyed and supposedly they're all kind of...
That explanation can be true. If you kill a cancer, the tumor markers usually go up briefly, but generally not for 2 months. So you always have to assume the worst, we feel, in cancer. If the markers are continuing to go up and not just a little spike, then we assume that the cancer is enlarging. Did you have any other medical problems besides the breast cancer?
Oh, a little borderline hypertension. And they gave me a medication. At first I was taking a whole tablet, and then since my blood pressure was getting regulated, I was taking half a tablet.
Okay.
But when I went with Dr. K, I stopped all the medication, and I've been every day taking my reading, and the blood pressure is normal.
So off all medicine on Dr. K's protocol, you have normal blood pressure now.
Normal blood pressure.
And you started this protocol when?
I would say 9 days ago.
And what have you noticed since starting the protocol, either better, worse, or the same?
The first few days, it was kind of the same, but on the third day, like my energy level was up, was more. I had better appetite, and I sleep better.
And has that continued since the third day?
Yes, it's continuous now, and I eat more. And another problem I had is I was losing weight.
And what was your weight prior to this weight loss?
Well, my normal weight was 115, but when I started seeing you, Dr. Allen, I was already at 105, so I lost 10 pounds. The first few days here, I was still losing I lost at least 2 pounds, but now after 9 days, I'm stable. It's at 102.
102.
Stable for the past 2 days.
So you're not losing any more
I'm not
weight.
losing any more, and I'm hoping that I will be gaining.
And has your breast been checked since starting this protocol?
No.
No. Do you check it yourself?
Yes, I feel like...
And is there any difference in how it feels?
Oh, sometimes it's softer, sometimes it's harder, but sometimes I couldn't even where is it?
You can't find it. On vacation, undoubtedly.
Yes, I hope it's on vacation. And also on the solution, Dr. K said that I can put it in my face, the acid, and then rinse it with the alkaline. I just tried it that night, and the skin feels smoother.
So your skin is even improved.
Yes. So maybe I can put it here too?
Are we safe in saying that your energy is better, your appetite is better,
Yes.
your sleep quality is better,
Yes.
and your skin feels better?
Yes.
And we don't really know for sure what's going on with the cancer, but it doesn't appear to be worsening in any way.
Right. I have more energy, so I figure, hey, whatever, the good bacteria are working, eating up the bad bacteria.
We have 12 more days to continue on this protocol. Are you finding it difficult to do this protocol?
No, it's okay. But today I have a problem with the needles. That's about it. I guess because I had 21 days of needle pricking sometime in October, so my veins are kind of...
Running out of veins.
Right. But besides that, It's okay. Once they find your vein, no sweat.
That's good.
And I would highly recommend this if they have any kind of illness, cancer or anything.
So you're very happy with the protocol
I'm
so
very
far?
happy with the protocol. I'm very happy with Dr. K and Dr. Allen. They're both nice guys. They're super doctors.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Again, I'm Dr. Alan Schwartz. We've finished an interview with one of our patients, and she seems to be quite happy with the Kachatrian protocol thus far. However, we're not even halfway through the protocol yet, and hopefully by the end of the 3-week period we'll be seeing continuous improvement in all areas of functioning. And in particular, we're very interested, obviously, in reversing this cancer. Dr. Kachatrian believes that the therapy is not dedicated to curing any specific disease. It makes the body healthy, and the body cures the diseases itself. And the evidence that we've seen from this patient and others is that that appears to be absolutely the case, that patients, regardless of what their problem is, seem to improve dramatically and in a very short period of time. We look forward to interviewing this patient again, perhaps after another week and at the end of the therapy, to see if these improvements continue. Thank you. I'm Dr. Alan Schwartz, and we're continuing our interviews with patients who have started and are just about completing Dr. Kachatrian's protocol. The next patient will introduce herself and describe the problems that she had prior to starting the protocol and her experiences since starting the protocol.
Hi, I'm Amelia Soriano, and I've done Dr. Kachatrian's protocol for 20 days now. Tomorrow will be my last day. I was diagnosed with breast cancer the later part of August, and since I've taken Dr. K, we call him, protocol, I felt much better. I have more energy, I have better appetite, and I sleep better. And also the lump or the tumor on my breast is softer and smaller. Every day it gets softer and softer, and it seems to be shrinking because it feels smaller. And I don't lose weight anymore. My weight stabilized at 101 for right now. And I know in the future I'll gain weight.
What is your ideal weight, or what was your optimal weight prior to getting the cancer?
I was at 115.
115.
Mm-hmm.
And how much weight had you lost, or what was your lowest weight?
When I went here, when I first saw you, Dr. Schwartz, when you weighed me, I was at 104. So during the process, I lost like 3 pounds. But now I would say a week and a half ago, I've been stabilized at 101.
Okay, that's good to hear. And have you had any adverse reactions since starting the protocol? Any downside?
None at all. Not even when they implanted the good bacteria. I was warned that I might have fever, but I didn't get any bad reaction at all.
That's
The
good.
only thing I felt was my tummy was grumbling, but that was it. Nothing unusual.
Have you been having normal bowel movements?
Yes.
And your appetite remains good?
Yes.
And your energy level?
Much better.
And your sleep quality?
Good.
Good. Did you have any concerns in those areas prior to starting the protocol?
I was just at first apprehensive because I don't know what the procedure entails, but everything was okay. Once in a while I have problems with IV with the needle, but that's about it.
That's about it.
Everything was good.
What kind of cancer markers have been used to track your tumor, if any?
They did the CA50 15, I believe.
15.3.
15.3. And
Was that elevated at any time?
well, when I first started, it was lower, and then during the process, when I went down to TJ, it went up, and then I went. They did another test the end of this November, and it was higher. It was, I think, 59.
Okay.
And then in end of February, before I began the treatment, it went down 10 points. So I'm at 48 before I started Dr. K's protocol.
Thank you. I'm holding a piece of paper that illustrates the tumor size on Amelia prior to starting Dr. Kachachian's protocol and at about day 20 of Dr. Kachachian's protocol. The large semicircular figure drawn initially represents the size of the tumor initially, and currently, as of April 8th, the tumor is much smaller, and it's also a lot softer. This would illustrate that we are getting good progress in terms of resolving this issue.